So after a 10-1 season a couple years ago, 6-4 the year before that, and then 0-9 last year, what's it going to take to bring this program back up?
I just think we played a lot of young kids last year, and they were put in some really difficult situations. And I certainly applaud all of their efforts. But in order to kind of turn things or kind of right the ship, I mean, obviously those seniors have to kind of grow up quickly. And they've been put in some really good situations here in the off season. They've done a really nice job with the limited summer workouts that we have been able to have. So it's going to be kind of fall in the back of our seniors. So we will be as good as our seniors lead us to be. That begins with our quarterback, Jake Zimmer. How much will he be able to progress in this offense? And we have a 4-year starter at wide receiver, Blake Bosma, who's garnered a lot of college attention as well. So those are really two guys that are going to be at the forefront. But then obviously essentially we have 3 starters back on the offensive line. How can they progress? How good can we be defensively? So some of those things, but it's really going to rely on our seniors. How good are they going to be able to put things together, and us as a coaching staff, are we going to be able to put them in the correct places?
How tough is it to compete in the OK Red?
Well, you look at it, and it's just like any other conference, but week after week you're playing a quality opponent at schools that have tradition-rich programs with really, I mean, if you look at our conference coaching staff-wise, a lot of them has been there for many, many years. So, you kind of add those things in the mix, some of the largest schools in West Michigan, coupled with some of the best coaches in West Michigan, with some of the greatest tradition in West Michigan, and week in and week out, you're going to have a really good football game.
How do you think this season's going to play out with COVID and everything going on?
Yeah, I'm interested. I watch the news like probably many of the other coaches. We just try to control what we can control here. What will this season look like? I'm almost certain it's going to look different than it has in years past. How different will that look? I'm not 100% sure. I know the biggest thing is we'd love for everybody to stay as safe as possible, following the guidelines put out by the CDC. But I do not think that it will look the same. Could there be a period of interruption? That quite possibly. But I think that if we're listening to the science and we're doing the things that we can to keep not only kids safe but all community members safe, I think we can have a season. But I think we have to be really smart about it.